welcome back to Comic Cast. I'm Rich Alvarez here with A1 Comics, and we've got all kinds of fun stuff for you today. Ooh, slightly different locations, same location, but different place at said same location. What do we have today? Well, we got lots of fun stuff. We're going to be talking about the third episode of Moon Knight. We're going to be talking about the new comics this week, of course. I'll have a little preview for the live sale today, which is happening right after this sale. Hey, Chris, did you want to... Just wanted to know if you wanted to say hello, because you won't be there. Chris will not be hosting the live sale today. There he is. He'll be back hosting next week. I will be hosting the live sale today, and I will have a preview of some of the books that will be there. I mean, in fact, that's why I've got this fun little circus background going on here, because I will be hosting a live sale. We're going to have some deals on the wheel and some cool stuff. Oh, spoiler. X-Men number 141 is right there, and that will be part of the live sale as well. So stay tuned after this. When we're done with Comic Cast, we'll take a short break, and then we'll be right back with the live sale. It's going to be so much fun. I can't believe that it's happening. Anyways, let's get started, right? So let's talk about new comics first. Here we go, talking about the new comics. Are you ready for new comics? Because I am. All right. This week in new comics, we have G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, 40th Anniversary Special number 1, a 68-page one-shot celebration of G.I. Joe comics, a recreation of G.I. Joe Real American Hero 21, the silent issue featuring Snake Eyes with 22 contributing artists, additional content by G.I. Joe creator Larry Hama, and others involved or influenced by the title. It is considered a key to get this week. Also, we have Miles Morales Spider-Man 37, Empire of the Spider Arc Begins. If you are interested in Spider-Man, especially the Miles Morales Spider-Man, this is going to be the beginning of what is said to be an incredible new story. So catch that this week. We also have Black Panther number 5, the second appearance of Tosin Odoy. I hope I said that right. A character that Marvel states will change the world of Wakanda. Change the world of Wakanda. AKA, Marvel probably plans on bringing that character into the MCU at some point, so they're making a big stink about it now, so, get ready for that. Cover art inspired by Ultimate Fallout number 4, which is, of course, the cover appearance of Miles Morales. So that's what's inspired there. A Town Called Terror number 1 is out this week. A woman desperately seeks help to find her husband after he was beaten and kidnapped in the middle of the night by an attacker who left no evidence of a crime, and that is coming to you from Image. So that is pretty cool. From Dark Horse Comics, Breakout number 1, governments and adults across the world accept the inevitable circumstances of kids being kidnapped by interdimensional aliens, but when one boy's little brother is taken, he assembles a team of high school buddies for a prison break. So that's from Dark Horse. That sounds like a lot of fun. I might get into that. And then from Behemoth Comics, Dark Beach number 1, inside a doomed city protected from the deadly sun, a photographer covering a murder scene is whisked down the rabbit hole of a mystery that may prove the government is lying about the dangers of the light in the sky. Very interesting. Obviously from Image. Image 30th Anniversary Anthology number 1, 12-issue series celebrating the publisher's anniversary with an assortment of stories by creators Jeff Johns, Marika Andolfo, Kyle Higgins, Declan Shalvey, Scotty Young, and others. So if you're into Image, you're going to want to stick around for that. And then from Aftershock, we have Midnight Rose number 1, one-shot tale of loneliness, love, and vengeance, told through the life of a singular, frightening, and very human creature named Midnight Rose. So that looks promising. And then the last one, there's 2 more I want to point out here. Batman 89 number 5, cover by Joe Quinones. If you like the films Batman and Batman Returns, if you were a big fan of the Burton stuff and you have not been reading Batman 89, go ahead and read Batman 89. A lot of people say they're better than the movies themselves, but, it's just really, if you like that style, then you'll love these. And, of course, we have Flashpoint Beyond 0, 6-issue limited series follows this 0-issue. Sequel to Flashpoint, first mention of the Clockwork Killer. So, a lot of good stuff happening this week, and there's also, I could go down, there's a lot of other cool stuff happening this week, but, Star Wars 22. What If Miles Morales #2. A lot of cool stuff happening this week. But those are the highlights. So yeah, that is what we are talking about right now. Okay, cool. So now that new comics are out of the way, let's get back to the rest of our busy schedule, which includes, but not limited to, the review of Moon Knight #3. AK has joined us. Hey, AK, how's it going? Are you having a good day? Do you like what you see? Do you like what you hear? I hope so, because this is what you're getting. Anyways, yeah, so Moon Knight episode 3, I really enjoyed it. We finally got to see a little bit more of the Mark Spector personality. I mean, we had little bits and pieces of it in the first couple episodes, but episode 3 was really Mark Spector's episode, and it was really cool. Nacho Taco has arrived. Hi, Nacho Taco. It was really Mark Spector's episode, and it was kind of the reverse of the first couple episodes. So it was really Mark Spector, and then randomly Steven would jump in the body, and he'd get his chance to shine in a couple of spots there. And the episode was really hinting at a third personality that neither of them knows about. And of course, we saw Moon Knight potentially lose his powers. Of course, he won't lose his powers forever because that would be lame. AK says, I'm making dinner, but I'm listening. I believe you. Chuck White is here. Hello, Chuck says, Larry Hama G.I. Joe, might have to pick that one up. Yeah, that seems, if you were into G.I. Joe, that seems like a really good one to pick up. And it might just be, if you're a spectator, or you know, that it does seem like it will eventually become a good spec book, or maybe a spec book right now. You know, so you're going to want to check that one out. Really good stuff, Larry Hama G.I. Joe. Yeah. So, going back to Moon Knight episode 3, I really enjoyed it. It might have been my favorite episode so far. I'm really digging Ethan Hawke's performance. It's like, I really like Ethan Hawke. I really like him as protagonist, but he's playing a great villain. I don't know if he went all method and really put glass in his shoes. Like, we'll see. Bye, Wes. Bye. So, if he did really put glass in his shoes, then kudos to him. But I could never do that. I don't think he really had glass in his shoes. Jared Leto would have really put glass in his shoes, though. You know what I mean? Didn't he do?
Daniel Day-Lewis would have done it.
Daniel Day-Lewis for sure would have really put
anyone else would have done
glass in his shoes. I want that level of commitment.
Jared Leto would have not put glass.
Didn't he like put dead bats in people's lockers or something for Suicide Squad though? Like, didn't he go super crazy?
That's just like any actor who ever plays the Joker, rumors come out that they went
right.
Playing their role.
So you don't think any of that was true?
Everyone plays pranks on film sets. I don't think he did it as an intention to go like full like.
Oh.
This is my character. I'm a dark person. Because the Joker wouldn't put fucking bats in people's lockers. That's a silly, stupid joke.
True. But
if he wanted to get in a character, he would like put acid in everyone's water in the studio. Like, you know, like something crazy like that.
Will Smith said it was all true. But then again, Will Smith also punched Chris Rock in the face. So. Slapped, sorry. That was a loud slap.
And that was a Scientology embarrassment ritual. Obviously, everyone knows
Oh my God.
So.
I'm not asking Chris any more questions. That is the end of that.
Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me!
Did you have a favorite part? Did you watch episode 3 of Moon Knight, Chris?
I watched episode 1 and 2, and I have not been a fan of it lately. I'm not the best person to talk to about it.
Really?
Do not care for it.
Really? I would love a contradicting opinion.
I was looking so much into that movie, or that show. I was really looking forward to it. I didn't know much about Moon Knight at all, but I was looking forward to that show, and I found it to be I felt like Disney. It was like Disney all over it.
Really?
I didn't like the way they did Mr. Knight. I thought there was way too much like comic relief. I thought they could have been way dark. It was just like it felt like I was watching a Disney movie.
You know, I'll give you points for that. What I found really interesting is that, of course, in the comics, the Mark Spector personality is like a billionaire. He's like, you know, rich, and like Moon Knight used to get a lot of criticism for being like too close to Batman, where it's like, oh, here's this like, you know, rich guy who's also a superhero. So I feel like maybe that's a reason why they changed the Stephen Grant character.
I don't even know much about Moon Knight from the comic books, and I feel like they didn't do him justice in the show.
Nope. He is really different.
They could have done.
I love Moon Knight in the comics. Yeah, they didn't do that.
Oh, you also don't like the show, Avery.
I watched the first episode. I was like, yeah,
Oh man. Well, I've really been enjoying it. I know that it's different. I think it's good for what it is, you know.
I'm just a Moon Knight purist.
It's unfortunately one of those things like a lot of, and when you don't usually say that too much with the MCU, but you have to kind of separate the comic from the show, which is
No.
weird because that's how it should be
No, it's
though.
Moon Knight. It had the opportunity to be the coolest show Disney's ever made.
Oh
and
no.
never did it.
Uh-oh. Okay. I'm hearing conflicting opinions here. Nacho Taco says I'm going to have to wait on getting that copy of Infamous Iron Man issue 1. Times are difficult for my family financially speaking. That being said, I would love a Moon Knight versus Deadpool movie. Interesting. I don't know if that would work. I mean, we'll probably get Moon Knight and Deadpool in the same movie eventually, you know.
Deadpool's unkillable, so.
Yeah.
That's pretty high praise you're speculating there.
Yeah. But thank you for your comment, Nacho Taco. So I have a couple of Whoa! Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Oh man! Holy crap! We saw some of that.
On the stream?
Yeah.
Cool.
You saw your head duck out there.
Nice.
Yeah. Avery's gonna live, and we're all okay here. Okay, so. This is not the first opinions like this that I've heard, you know, because Moon Knight is very different from the comic. I mean, you could even make an argument that there are some elements of it as a show that are, like, could be better, just as a show, not even, like, talking about connections to the comics. I definitely think Moon Knight would have been a better movie. I think you guys can agree with that. I think it should have been a movie.
I don't think so.
I
I think that would have been a huge waste of production and time for Marvel. I think what they're doing with the show is introducing new characters is really smart.
Okay, see, I'm not getting any, you know, I need to surround myself with yes men. You guys are fired.
You need yes ands. We're no wise.
This is not how we play improv, guys. All right, yeah, Nacho Taco, he is okay. Avery is on his computer. If he is not okay, he's doing the best job of faking it I've ever seen. How's your neck, Avery?
I'm just fine.
He says he's fine. I'm gonna believe him. But when he has a neck cast on tomorrow, I'm gonna be like, what?
Go backwards in a chair. It's a pretty standard thing for me.
The fans want to know if you're okay.
I'm doing fine.
Okay. All right. Anyways, to wrap up episode 3, now I feel like an idiot now. I'm like, I really enjoyed it.
You're entitled to your opinion.
I did really enjoy it, though. I've been enjoying it. My friend...
I don't think any less of you for enjoying Moon Knight, Rich.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
My friend, Chris Muller,
No, him.
he's
I
never...
think incredibly harsh of him.
He's never read a Moon Knight comic, of course, so he's loving the show. He's like, oh my god, this is so good. Okay, all right. Well, we should maybe
That's harsh.
practice some positive thoughts.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I like stupid television. I hate when it gets dramatic.
Stupid videos. Remember stupid videos from the early 2000s? Stupid videos. Oh, man. It was like before YouTube. Stupidvideos.com. All right. I think that's going to do it for my Moon Knight 3 review slashing from Avery and Chris over here. All right. Now it's the time of the show where we talk about some of the books that are going to be on the live sale. And in case this is your first time here, at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Thursday on YouTube, we have a live sale right here on YouTube. So it's right after Comic Cast finishes. Well, not right after. We take a break and then we do the sale. Usually Chris is the one hosting. He is busy this week, so I'm taking over. So obviously you can see we're going to have some amazing CGC tonight, such as, and I'm going to go to the watch cam here so we can, whoops, not that, so that you can see we're going to have things like this. I'm trying to get the A1 glare out of here. This X-Men 141, the first part of Days of Future Past. It'll be an 80 for 200. So that's going to be here. And then we got Wolverine. You can see there's a little bit of a theme here. Wolverine in a 9.4 for 175. That's Wolverine number 1. It's not the Frank Miller cover for the limited series. This is, of course, the permanent series that started in 88. This is 9.4 for a number 1 of that. Huzzah. Let's get that going over there. And of course, whoa, you knew it was coming. It's Web of Spider-Man. Remember my unboxing where I got like 12 of these? Well, here's a 9.2. There's no price because it got taken off for some reason, but it is $60. And that is going up you're really gonna get a preview of like basically my first wall here. And then of course we have Star Wars 14. This was the Death of Governor Quarg, Crimson Jack and Jolie appearance, Chewbacca versus Luke and the droids in a 9.6 for 95. Do you like how I have this kind of makeshift setup going on here? And here's the final preview until we get to the still, which I have much more CGC and I have much more Mylar and Raw books. Here is Silver Surfer Volume 3, number 45. The boys are back. Chris and Avery made an excellent joke about this book on last night's Instagram sale, and I hope you guys actually do that, like recreate this cover, because that would be really funny. AK says, "Oh, y'all have Web of Spider-Man 1? I had no idea." Obviously, joking. Give me a little joke, since that was something I obviously had a lot of. Okay, I see that when I do this for real, I'm gonna have like kind of a gap space here. Ooh. So that way you can clearly see what is what right there. Anyway, so that is going to be our preview. You will be able to claim these books today during our live sale today, starting at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Actually, I'm going to show off one little Mylar here. It is X-Men 8. Ooh. 9.6 plus. And of course, plus means it's probably a 9.8, but could use a pressing. Or it's a 9.6, who knows? It could even be a boat. Isn't that right, Chris? All right, so anyways, that is our preview for the live sale going on here. Now, before I get to our current events, I'm going to switch it around this week a little bit. Before I talk about current events and schedules and all that jazz, I'm going to move it over to Q&A, which means that you can ask me any question about me, A1, comic books, old comic books, CGC, Moon Knight, if you want to keep talking about that. Ask me anything. This is your space. This is your time to ask me anything, as long as it's not like super personal questions. I will answer anything. I can't promise it'll be a good answer, but it'll be a pretty good one. and we'll go from there. Yeah, so going to AK's. So yeah, I don't know if I didn't really express this well in the unboxing video because, you know, comedy, but I actually do really like Web of Spider-Man. I guess the first one I pulled out, I actually was like, oh, Web of Spider-Man number 1. And yeah, before I pulled out like 10 of them, you know, I was gushing about it. But yeah, it is a really cool story. If you are wanting, if you've never collected comic books before, I think it's one of the best runs, especially if you love Black Suit Spider-Man and Venom, because Web of Spider-Man leads into the Bell Tower and him getting the suit off, which will eventually lead into Venom, and I think that it's a really great run to have. Yeah. So yeah, and then, you know, but you'll have to like collect Web of Spider-Man, and then eventually you'll have to get that Amazing Spider-Man 300 and a few issues after that if you want to complete your Origin of Venom run. But yeah. Anyways, AK says, I'm assuming CGC ratings go up to 10. Have you all gotten any 10s? I have worked here for 7 months. I have never seen a 10. Avery, have you ever seen a 10 grade?
Yep.
You have?
Yep, we have one at the store right now.
Oh, we have one at the store right now. What is it?
Do you poo?
Oh.
It's a metal cover.
Oh, I have seen that. I have seen that one
Just
actually.
in, bro.
I've seen quite a few 10s.
You've seen a few 10s?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 is like, how would you even get a 10? Does it just go right from Diamond to CGC?
Most of the time.
Sometimes even those don't get 10.
Yep.
That's crazy. I feel like, yeah, in order for a 10 to exist, Diamond, which is like the company that actually prints out the comics for DC, Marvel, etc.
They're the distributor.
They're the distributor, yeah. They would have to send a perfect, like, straight out of the press to CGC for them to grade it as a perfect 10.
And even then, there's like printing mistakes.
Yeah,
You can't even,
exactly.
you can't.
And so sometimes, and then
Whoever
sometimes...
graded the book had to get laid the night before, have like the best cup of coffee he's ever had.
This is
that
going to be a
morning,
10.
Have like a great breakfast, come in, get a raise that day. Like,
and just feel extra generous.
yeah, exactly. It's just got to be like the perfect day for that grader.
Yeah, so only then could it get a 10. If you buy a comic from your comic book store, you'd be lucky to get a 9.8 because 9.8s mean it's like it's so near mint, but like maybe it has the tiniest fraction of a fingerprint on it or something, or like to be a 9.8, it's got to be like it's how do I like just nothing, no scuff, no marks, no degrading, no nothing. 9.8 is really hard to come by. I buy new comics and they grade for like 9.4, 9.6. I don't know if I've ever bought a comic and had it graded as a 9.8. And I take really good care of my comics. So it's hard. It's hard to get a 9.8. 10 is like impossible. But again, I guess they've seen them. I've seen one. I guess I've seen the Do You Poo, but that's it. All right. Brooke says, I can't stay because spoilers, but I'm showing my support. Oh, I'm done talking about Moon Knight. If you're talking about spoilers, I'm done talking about Moon Knight. I should have a big spoiler warning when I talk about stuff like that. Like, spoilers! But yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I'm done talking about Moon Knight for now. Nacho Taco says, my brother has had a Spider-Man comic since around the time he was born. Could I possibly post a picture of it on the Discord? Not planning on selling, just curious what you would think about it. I mean, yeah, Nacho Taco, you're certainly welcome to send a DM on Instagram to A1 Comics if you want, like, Wes and Avery's opinion. Or if you want just my personal opinion, yeah, I know that you're on the Rich Alvers Discord, of course, so you could just post a picture there, and I'll take a look at it, and I can give my best judge of what I think. And then everybody's saying hi to Brooke. Hi, Brooke, please do stay. I'm done talking about Moon Knight. No more spoilers. Unless you're talking about spoilers for, like, the upcoming sale. Like, I was giving... Sale! Yeah. I hope everybody watched the ad. I put it on, like, everything today. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok even, and Twitter. If you like the AWOL Nation song Sale... I basically did that, but it was like live sale. It's a joke that it's like 20 years old.
That song is not 20 years old.
I think it's 20 years old.
No, it's
How much do you
not.
want to bet?
That would mean it came out when I
How
was
much do you want to
9.
bet?
I don't want to bet anything. I thought it was about 20 years old.
That song-
I bet you $10,000. Sale came out 2011.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, I was gonna say I listened to that. That played at my 8th grade school dance.
Okay, so 2011. It's 11 years old. Okay,
I was listening to that song after high school. Dude.
It's okay, Rich.
I have a really
11 years is a long time.
Your loose grasp of time.
I have a really loose grasp of time.
20 years?
All right, I've been through some stuff.
What the fuck happened 20 years ago?
I don't know.
I was 4.
That's crazy.
Let's see, 20 years ago, in 2022, I was in my freshman year of high school.
In
Hell
2022,
yeah.
you were in your freshman year of high school?
I think so, yeah.
You're currently a freshman in high school.
I meant 2002.
I know. Give
See,
me a hard time.
again, just,
Everyone in the video, to let you guys know, we do love Rich. I don't want you guys to walk away from this thinking we hate Rich. We do love Rich.
I wish I was a freshman in high school right now. That'd be great if I could just, like, restart.
Just slinging all the team.
I'd be doing so much better. But anyway. No, I was a freshman in high school in 2002. That's what I was doing in 20 years ago was high school. Which kind of gives you a little perspective on my age now. Whoops. Anyways, yeah. And Nacho Tucker says I don't have Instagram, unfortunately. You know what? That's okay. Just send me a picture on Discord. I'll figure out, I can at least give you a ballpark of what your comic value might be. So we'll see. Like, do you have it bagged and boarded? Have you been taking good care of it? Are you getting oils on it? All these things matter,
Sun?
Was it in the sun?
In the
Yeah.
heat?
Is it torn? Is
Is it
there
got wet?
pieces missing? Did you cut out an ad,
Is there tattoos?
Is there oh yeah, does it still have like the free photos, cards, or tattoos it might have come with? Is it in a poly bag still? All of these questions are important. Anyways, yeah. I mean, that's if you just like you really want if you're really trying to like sell, and then, even if it's sale, even if it's a great, in great condition, it might just be an issue that nobody cares about. Was there a character introduced in that issue? Was it the first issue where somebody appeared, or is it the first issue with a brand new costume? Was it the first appearance of a place, person, or thing? Like those are the things that make up keys. Or it could even be an artist thing. I really wish. Thank you, Chris. I really wish that CGC was better about making keys for first Todd McFarlane cover, and that sort of thing. Like those
artist keys.
artist keys. Yeah, those would be cool. Nacho Taco says it's supposedly never been touched. Do you know what the issue is? Do you know what the issue?
We're getting closer.
We're getting closer. I want to know what's the issue.
What's the name of the book?
Have an issue? Here's a tissue. Oh!
Just plug you?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Wouldn't that be hilarious? Though, just.
Kind of.
Okay, these are good. These are good questions. I'm glad we're having a conversation now. We're having a conversation. Avery, do you have anything you want to tell to our live YouTube audience?
About what?
About anything.
No, I wasn't prepared. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, if you think of something, let me know. I'm here all day. Chris, do you have any empowering questions you want to tell the YouTube audience?
Do I have any empowering questions?
Empowering questions?
Perception is your reality. Shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you'll land among the stars.
Okay, so Nacho Taco sent me... Thank you, Chris. Nacho Taco sent me a picture. There is some classic A1 glare on it.
Oh, that's a nice A1 glare. I think it's $6 book.
It is... The issue is glared out.
Yeah.
Chris thinks it's a $6 book. I can't see what issue it is, but yeah, it looks like guest starring Nova of the New Warriors. I think I know, but this is definitely a 90s comic. So yeah, it's probably, unless it's there are very few comics in the 90s that would be huge keys, but for Spider-Man, because all the good Spider-Man stuff was in the 60s. But, well, it depends. Well, that's, you know what, you're right. Okay, you'll probably continue to make examples that I'm not thinking of right now. But this is probably just like a $6 book, unfortunately. It's a nice back issue. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, really good comic, Nacho Taco. Joel H says, "Is this the live sale?" No, you're watching Comic Cast, our podcast where we talk about all things comic books. The live sale does start right here on YouTube at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in about 30 minutes. And this is a little tease of what you're going to be getting at that time, which are these books. Plus, I have so much more. I've got more CGC, Mylar, Raw books. We're going to have a good old time doing a big old sale. And yeah. Oh, yeah. You should definitely hang on to that Nacho Taco because you never know what that could be in 10 more years down the road. You know, because who knows? The Nova is finally coming into the MCU. So, the Nova Corps and everything, that could be huge. And then all of a sudden you have a key, so... I would hang on to it and see what it's worth in about 10 years. Just keep it perfect in a dark place. Anyways, yeah. So again, we're still on the Q&A section before we get on to events. So if anybody, I'm going to give you guys another minute, and if I don't see another good question within a minute, I'm going to move on to events. So yeah, I mean, you could ask me anything. How's my day? Tell me how your day was.
How was your last BM?
What's your favorite comic of all time? Who's your favorite comic book character of all time? Why don't you ask me what my favorite comic book character is of all time? That's a spoiler because it's Spider-Man is my favorite comic book character of all time. My favorite comic book is Spider-Man 300, and one day I might be able to afford one. And my favorite comic book artist is Todd McFarlane. The Todd Father, of course. Your next says this is the I think I'm funny chat. Oh wow.
Hey,
zing. And Nacho Taco says thanks. Thank you, Nacho Taco. I really appreciate you and all that you've been here now, and you've obviously been there for all of my Rich Alvar streams and everything too. And you've been, and I'm just one of the top. You're great. I'm trying to say you're great, and thank you for being here. Ooh, Nacho Taco asks favorite indie publisher. In the 90s, I really would have said Image or Dark Horse. But now it's definitely Image. Now it's definitely Image. I think it's like, back in the 90s, Dark Horse was pumping out Star Wars and a bunch of cool stuff. Like, that's when they were like the go-to for me, at least. But like Image was always good because of Spawn, and that's where McFarlane went. That he's one of the co-founders. Now I would say Image has gotten so big, thanks in no small part to like people like Robert Kirkman with like The Walking Dead and Invincible, and now we have Saga, and just Image is just pumping out great comics. They were kind of like, back in the 90s, Image was really trying to get big on like the superhero genre because that's what what you start with. But now Image has so many diverse and different stories and a bunch of stuff, and I don't know, I really like Image. I mean, big shout out to Boom Studios and Aftershock too, but like but I love Image. I think Image is my favorite indie. I can't say they're my favorite. They're really close to being my favorite, but Marvel is my all-time favorite, of course. But yeah, Image would be pretty. I like Image more than I like DC.
Kitchen sink.
What's up?
Kitchen sink.
Kitchen sink. Is that your favorite?
No.
Oh, okay. Your next is, do you guys ever trade books? You can DM us on Instagram to talk about what you might want to trade, but typically we'll buy your I mean, we have a whole rap song about it, comics for cash. You've got comics butter in need of cash. Call A1 Comics and do it fast.
Hey, it rhymes.
Yeah, it's like that.
But that's different than trading in.
Yeah, that's different than a trade. But yeah, typically, yeah. Oh, you want to say something, Avery? Now you have something to say?
Now you have something to say.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
the topic came up.
I'm sorry.
You are able to give us books and we give you store credit, yes.
Cool. You give us books, we'll give you store credit, which you can then get other comics for. And that's how it works at A1 Comics. If you live in the Sacramento area, easy, come on in. But if not, send us a DM on Instagram and we will sort it out for you. Send us a DM.
While making a BM.
Well, making a BM.
Wow.
DM.
Joel H says, is Image still considered indie?
What?
It is because the ownership is divided amongst independent publishing companies, therefore independent.
It's just independent because it's not Marvel or DC.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I was getting to. Is like if it's not Marvel or DC, it's indie. Image is big, but Image is also just a logo and a name. It's like Todd McFarlane Productions produces Spawn, and then they slap the Image on it.
Image is the most indie thing because it's all creator owned.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's all individual publishing companies. So yeah, Image is, as Avery said, Image is actually the most indie because you don't have to go through a big corporation to get your comics out there. You just are, yeah. So let's see here. Your next says, I like Valiant more than DC. Things I like more than DC: Marvel, Image, Boom, Dark Horse, pretty much everything. IDW. Let's see. Stephen Lube is here and says, is it Loeb, Lube, Loebe? I'm so sorry. Chris says, please say it's Lube.
It's French. It's Lobe.
Lube. Oh, Lube. Okay. I thought you were serious for a second, man. I'm so gullible. Oh. Steven says, I'm just going to call you Steve. Says, more valuable. Amazing Spider-Man 194 at a 9.8 with white pages direct edition, or an off-white to white pages 9.8 newsstand edition? Interesting question.
It's not more like a statement.
Amazing Spider-Man. I feel like the newsstand would still be worth a little bit more, even if it's off-white.
What year?
He didn't say a year. He just said it's Spider-Man 194, which I think is like...
Amazing Spider-Man 194?
Yeah, amazing.
Newsstand wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Maybe he knew that and it was a trick question.
Actually, Amazing Spider-Man 194, first Black Cat. Newsstand is more common than direct because that's 1978. That's actually one of the first books to ever have a direct edition. So technically the direct should be more expensive, but it's not. The newsstand is slightly more expensive.
Weird.
But really there's not much of a value change.
Okay, so you heard Avery, the newsstand is slightly more valuable.
But only in 9.8 and very, like, honestly, minimally. I don't change the price for a newsstand on that book because it's 1978 and all the books are on a newsstand.
Yeah. You get that?
Oh, okay. It's like earlobe. So it's Stephen Loeb. Okay. Thank you, Stephen. I'm so sorry. Chris says he's still going with Lube, but I'm going to treat you right and call you Loeb, Stephen Loeb. Or just call you Stephen still. Nacho Tucker says IDW is my favorite right now. Yeah, IDW is great. Is it because of Sonic? Is it because of Sonic, Nacho Taco? I know you like Sonic. And I believe Sonic is still through IDW. Actually, didn't they cancel the recent Sonic run?
Someone else is doing. Yeah, they canceled Sonic.
So someone else is going to do Sonic. It's Sonic, you know.
It's Sonic.
It's Sonic. You know.
They just broke records for that movie.
Yeah, it's the #1 video game movie of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Beat up the first one?
Yep. Did you not like it?
I never saw them.
Oh, you never saw either one.
The second one's not that good though.
I loved the first one. My friend Chris told me that the second one's better. And if he says that, I'll probably think so too. I don't know.
What?
Oh, Nacho Taco says, yeah, it's IDW because of Sonic and TMNT. Steven says, I have the newsstand one and someone with a white page direct is offering me a trade. So I wasn't sure if I should accept. I would...
Go with your heart.
I would keep your newsstand, personally. Keep your newsstand. Okay. So for the rest of the stream, you're welcome to keep answering, or you're welcome to keep asking me questions, but I am going to move on to events. For events, we've still got a lot of things coming up. We have on April 16th, which is just 2 days from now, on Saturday, that is going to be the Folsom patio sale. So if you live in the Sacramento area or the Folsom area, we are having a giant patio sale on Saturday. There's going to be cosplay, there's going to be face painting, there's going to be comics, of course, and everything else that's going on in that store. We got a lot of like really great deals that day. So if you're looking to get a really cool back issue for a discount or a really cool discount on, I mean, we got discounts on everything that day and everything in the store. So just come in to the Folsom store only, the Folsom patio sale in 2 days, April 16th. It's going to be awesome. Oh, do you have something to say?
I'm just leaving. Bye, guys.
Oh, bye.
Hope you guys have a good sale. Let Rich teach you right, guys. Buy some books.
I love you, never say it back.
I love you, Amina. Say it back.
Okay, that was fun. Your next says, do any of you remember way back when Sojourn by CrossGen was the hottest comic out? Do you remember that, Avery?
What?
Do you remember back when Sojourn by CrossGen was the hottest comic out? Was it the hottest comic out?
What is it called?
It's called Sojourn, so SOJOURN by CrossGen.
CrossGen.
Yeah.
Yeah. That definitely wasn't the hottest comic. I've seen those before in our 50-cent bins.
What year was that?
Probably like 94, 95, 96.
So it's fair to say that you don't remember that.
No. 2001 to 2004 had 35 issues.
Okay, I don't remember that either.
I think they're trolling you.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Like, notoriously like a book that sits in our 50-cent bins.
And that's why I've never heard of it. All right, thank you.
It was
You're next.
bankrupted after 3 years.
Wow. I've seen a few comics pop up here and there from CrossGen, but yeah, it's like all old 90s stuff.
For a small amount of time, this was CrossGen's highest grossing comic, so not even the whole time.
Wow. Cool. Your next says, I'm glad he told us the 16th because 2 days after the 14th, I would have missed it. Wow. Okay, I think your next is being funny guy. He's being a funny guy, but not to be confused with funny man. That is one of our favorite customers. AK's laughing. That's great. And says, I'm clipping that for later. Amazing. Okay. Free Comic Book Day is May 7th. That's the first Saturday of May next month. We've got, of course, a bunch of great deals. Now, I know that you can go to any of your comic book stores to celebrate Free Comic Book Day, but what makes A1 special is we've got, in my opinion, also, not just because I work here, the best deals out of all of the ones that I've seen. And we have special Comic Book Day exclusives, and we are going to be having some incredible deals. And yeah, if you, again, in the Sacramento area, stop by your local A1 on May 7th for Free Comic Book Day stuff. Also, we are going up to Washington next month at the end. We will be at the Collectors Summit, the Comic Collectors Summit, May 21st and 22nd for that event. So if you've not gotten your tickets for that event and you're in the Washington area or will be in the Washington State area, then go ahead. And I think it was in Redmond. I think it's in Redmond. It's in Bellevue. Bellevue, yeah. Which is just outside of Seattle. So yeah, we will be there May 21st and 22nd. So that's going to be a really cool event. There's going to be some collector insiders there, and I forget who the other guests are. I should really look into that. But it's really cool. It's gonna be kind of a small event, but it's gonna be really a lot of fun, I think. Yeah. Also, don't forget, every Wednesday and Friday on Instagram, we have our live sales, of course, from 5 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And every Thursday, right here on YouTube at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we have our YouTube live sales. That's coming right up when we're done with this. And those are the announcements. Your next says, I will be selecting my free comic book from the vault. I'll gladly pay shipping, though. Nope, you cannot get your free comic from the vault. The only comics that are free on Free Comic Book Day are the ones that have the Free Comic Book Day logo at the top. Your next says, I am in Washington, but I will be in the middle of the ocean at that time. Well, good luck in the middle of the ocean. Are you looking up the guests for comic? No? Okay, cool. I mean,
there's Harley Yee, there's Shortbox.
Shortbox will be there.
Pete Monster, Sean Cleveland.
Oh yeah, Pete Monster.
Collectibles. There will also be rotating tables where anyone can just set up and sell their own stuff.
That's awesome.
A couple comic shops from around the country. VintagePulps.com will be there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm super excited about it. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, and pretty much that is going to do it for us. Oh. I didn't have that on. I've been going off battery power this whole time. That's why it was a little janky in the video. I was like, why is it? It's because the power wasn't on the whole time. Wow.
On your computer?
Yeah, it was just going off a battery. So that's fun. I'll have to reboot ODS for next time because the sale will look a little bit better then. Okay, everybody, that is going to do it for Comic Cast this week. Let me know when this becomes like a permanent video after the broadcast. Leave a comment and let me know what would you like to see in Comic Cast in the future, because this is still a new show. I'm still developing it, trying to figure out exactly like what you guys want to see. Like, should we talk about more CGC? Do you want to learn more about new comics coming out? Would you like me to cover more like MCU, more TV show, movie? Let me know in the comments what you would like this show to be about. Like, I would really like it to be a user-driven show. And yeah. Oh yeah, thank you. You're next. Don't forget to watch Journo's Comics and Pop Culture. Chris from Journo was our guest last week, and that was a lot of fun. So go check out his channel. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, and we're, as always, don't forget to subscribe to A1 Comics. Don't forget to like this video, and, stay up on our YouTube for important, like videos regarding our events and everything. Anyways, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the live sale. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you could get $5 off or a free comic if you spend over $100. What you'll do is you'll spend over $100, and then I'll spin this wheel, and you'll have a chance of getting $5 off your order. Look, you would have gotten $5 off your order or a free comic. So don't forget, that's going to start at 5 p.m. in just now 14 minutes. So anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in 14 minutes. Bye-bye.